We will be starting our match. We have Double Trouble, which is Rick and Josh Jamison, aka 2Js, as well as Galaxy Man, which is EcneBanjo and Chan MN. Coming off of their last match, it looks like Banjo and Chan will be sticking with the NES Mega Man combination, as it saw them work out pretty well. And then we'll have the 2Js and Rick will be sticking with their usual mains, being Fox and Mario, respectively. At the moment, it looks like percents are pretty even, although Chan and Banjo are doing a pretty good strategy of constantly racking up damage by getting them in between the PK Fire and Mega Man's pellets, trapping them in there so that they can't escape as well. Although at the moment it seems like outside of 2J's, percents are pretty tied up, actually. The fact that Mega Man's pellets don't really do too much damage might have a bit of part to do with it. At the moment, it looks like 2J's, as well as... let's see. And it looks like the first kill will go to Banjo, who racked up a bunch of damage on 2Js and managed to take the kill. At the moment, it looks like Galaxy Man has done a pretty good job of holding on their stock so far in most of the sets we've seen them today. You know, that's kind of traditional. They're a static team, pretty much. In addition, it seems that 2Js and Rick have been doing a pretty good job as well. And it looks like the first death on Galaxy Man will be from Ness, as well as the second. Pretty much evening up the stocks, although now instead of having the lead, he has the deficit, referring to 2Js. And I think that's something honestly to probably talk about as well. You know, the fact that 2Js he's done a pretty good job so far of trying not to get hit, but he's just unfortunately stuck between two characters that are just peppering him with damage, and his weight makes him much more comboable and damageable than many other characters. Point where he's almost already at KO percent. One backdoor near the edge from Ness would do it, and one bear near the edge from Mega Man will probably do it as well. But percents are getting a little bit back evened up. It seems that they're almost both on the verge of dying, in fact. Uh-oh. Just some more back and forth trades at the moment. It seems that both of them are just trying to fish for some sort of kill. Rapid throw. And a quick throw follow-up from Ness will take out 2J's second stock, leaving him on his last. But a taunt from 2J's to indicate, you know, double KOing both opponents. Classy. With now Double Trouble in a very slight lead. If they can hold on to this lead, they might be able to actually secure that first game. Rick barely saving his shield. Rick is sort of just getting thrown around, trying to find some sort of footing. Doesn't want to hurt his partner and trying to recover. And no tech will mean that every character is on their last stock with a slight percentage advantage towards Galaxy Man. Or, no, yeah, Galaxy Man. I know, yeah. Well, at the moment, it seems like Rick has done a really good job of managing to not get hit too much, especially during these last crucial moments of the game. Getting Mega Man and Ness almost to KO percent. But Galaxy Man is doing a pretty good job of making sure that that gap is very, very small. And it's going to matter who gets a really good lucky hit. 2J's almost getting that kill. And he is knocked out. This has turned into a pretty damning situation. Rick now holding on for dear life. He just needs to get a good sort of kill hit on both characters and they can actually secure this. But at the same time, really, all they need is a pretty decent throw, and that will take it. Taking a bit of a bad situation and turning it into a good one. Galaxy Man takes game one. Now let's see what happens. We could see, honestly, 2J's has been playing a bit of Ness as well today, some random characters. But it looks like I'll be sticking with the Fox. No character switches at all. These are these players that they're almost absolute best, although, you know, you don't see Banjo usually pulling out the Mega Man, the Ness like he used to. But it works good in teams. We started game 2 on Dreamland 64. seems one of the things that Galaxy Man has been doing a pretty good job so far. The set is, you know, when they're in that sort of tight situation when everyone's in close proximity, trying to avoid as much damage as possible. But oh no, looks like an SD from Galaxy Man will put them down into the deficit already. Not a good way to start this match, personally. Now they're bringing back percent for the most part. You know, outside of 2J's taking a really good stand and keeping his percent, but it looks like Galaxy Man's Chan Mega Man was trying to get the kill on Rick, and he just went a little too deep, putting him now 6 stocks to 4. Looks like for once it seems that Ness is being combo food, but at the same time, Rick on the verge of death now. Doesn't go for the ledge, just straight for the surface, you know. 2J sort of covering his back in that sort of situation. And will they back throw from the other side of the stage? It will take it. Ultimately, the big issue here is, you know, it seems that Galaxy Man is really struggling at the moment to try and keep that deficit and destroy it for the most part. So as a result, you know. But at the same time, you have both members of Galaxy Man nearly at KO percent and only one of Double Trouble at KO percent. So at the moment, really, all Rick needs to get is for that. Now 3 stocks to 5. Pretty large deficit. Quickly being covered and turning into a 4 stocks to 2. 4 stocks to 3. But Chan looking like he's about to get KO'd. He's at pretty close percent. You know, good Fox up smash, especially on this stage, would take him out. Now 103%. Chan just sort of bobbing and weaving, trying his best to avoid getting hit. Fox up air will not take it, but it will put him into a range where it will definitely finish him off. Oh. Chandler attempts the spike, but manages to, but doesn't get the KO hitbox. The one he wants, that is. Rick playing it nice and easy with trying to recover back on stage. He knows that, you know, he's got a little bit to spare, but he wants to keep that deficit as much as he can. Mega Man getting that perfect shield and managing to throw 2J's over, so now 2J's is now on his last stock. They have pretty much closed this entire lead, unless they can manage to get, unless one of them manages to get KO'd pretty quick. And Ness barely managing to hold on with 112% and 153. Both characters knocked the other side of the stage, knocked completely apart. Things are looking pretty grim for Galaxy Man at the moment. And now at 2 stocks left, and now at 1 stock. Chan will have to play a very situational close game, and we've seen him do some great comebacks before, so this is going to be pretty difficult as well. Because you have 2 characters that can play pretty good rushdown games. And it looks like just they're getting some basic damage, trying to get him knocked up as much as they can. Putting with 75% already. Chan playing a little risky, trying to get a little too close to the edge of the top blast zone. One, it seems more like Chan's just trying his best to run around and not get hit. 2J is barely missing both of those KO opportunities. And Chan just doing his very best to not get in anyone's way. Oh, 2J tries going for a melee, but this is not melee, is it? Misses another potential shine opportunity, but looks like a no-check situation will end this into a Game 3 scenario. Double Trouble and Galaxy Man now at 1-1. I doubt we'll see a character change, but where might they run it back? Looks like both teams are contemplating switching characters, although they've been working for them pretty much so far, although last game just did not start off well. The main thing that happened probably was definitely that sort of SD that happened at the very beginning of the game when Banjo was trying to recover, and he just did not have a good situation. Now, in this current situation, I refer to EcneBanjo, as we actually do have today as well another player whose tag is Banjo, just to clear up confusion. He'll be competing in singles later today. That makes him a good bracket. The thing is 1-1. And we'll be going to Smashville for Game 3. Slight color change from Rick, but otherwise it's the exact same situation we've seen earlier. 2J's taking a ton of damage early on, but Rick is sort of covering him. Not really taking too much damage himself, but while both members of Galaxy Man are moderate percents. Chandler about to hit the first in this match to hit almost 100%. Though he's getting pretty close to it as well. And an early up air will take out the first stock from Double Trouble. Rick will need to definitely be a little more defensive if he wants to keep this, if he wants to make sure that this can be stored into a lead, if he wants, because he needs to get both of those stocks, both of them need to get the stocks out pretty quick. And avoid sort of dangerous situations that are happening. But Chandler is the first to go down on Galaxy Man's side from an up smash on 2J's. Yeah, up smash. Now 2J's trying his best to attempt to eliminate the first stock from 2J's, almost taking out his partner. That could have been really bad. The first stock now out with a slight advantage, although Rick is almost a KO percent. Definitely it's so if he gets near the ledge with EcneBanjo. Uh-oh. The 2J's barely saved from death. Now it's becoming a bit more of a dangerous situation as Rick's going to need to secure. Oh, no. Looks like a team kill will bring 2J's down to his last stock. Not the way you want to end Game 3. It puts you really on tilt. Gets you really stressed out. Definitely see some more patient, probably some more frantic play from both characters. Or they'll just go complete cavalier and try to take out as many stocks as they can. And Rick's very first stock is now out. It is now 3 stocks to 3. With Mario not a KO percent, but Ness and Mega Man definitely at nearing it. And Galaxy Man now having 3 stocks left, equivalency equal, and it's basically all tied up. Rick needs to do his best to avoid damage if he wants to, you know, secure this sort of thing, or at the very least get some kind of kill. And he manages to get the cape, putting it down to 2 stocks to 3. Nearly even game, as Fox is almost about to get KO'd, and a share stock we will see. Both characters virtually a dead even game. This is really anyone's game right now. Although the moment it seems like Rick is taking a ton of damage from those Mega Man up airs. You can do upwards of many percents and really set you back if you just let yourself get stuck in them. Rick going a little deep for a kill. Nearly doesn't make it back, but 2J's is definitely playing a lot more careful than he was earlier. Just trying, not going in for those up smashes, not going in for those incredibly risky sort of tactics. Uh-oh. Last stock situation now. Rick with Rage coming in, basically. And that will do it. Galaxy Man prevails over Double Trouble 2-1. I'll be heading off commentary to do a match. I